morning. This morning we want to welcome you to an educational spiritual experience brought to you by the youth at Northwest UMC. A long, long time ago, there were some disciples who spent a lot of time learning from Jesus. You'll see this scene happening on the right hand of the stage. We'll call this the old times. You'll also see our pastor who is teaching some teenagers how to share the good news with people they encounter in their life. This will be happening on the left side of the stage, and we'll call this the modern times. Let's see where both of these stories begin.
Okay, people, welcome back from break. Make sure your camel's tied up so it stops running around or amen.
Listen, dude, don't give me this attitude, or I will paint my camel to spit on your face. We need to get to the lesson.
Alright, so we were telling you guys about our friend Jesus.
He was such a gentle man who cared for all people. Jesus healed the sick, he cared for the poor and widow. Jesus was the Son of God and did all he could to share God's love for God's people. We have stories of the disciples who were very young men, just as old as you teenagers in the crowd are. While Jesus was alive, he spent
A lot of time with us. He told us story after story after story.
True story. Jesus told us a lot, and sometimes it didn't really make sense. This one time, I almost fell asleep because I just couldn't understand what he was saying. But I always knew Jesus was up to something.
Jesus always told us how we should keep talking about God. We should constantly be spreading the word. He'd tell us all the time to
never give up on someone. When you try to share your faith, you'll probably get shot down. People will come up with excuses I've never even heard of. They'll blow your mind. The Bible lays such a foundation for our faith. How many of you know and feel God's love? Excellent. Then you all need to share that faith with others. It doesn't matter
How old you are. If you're new at this faith thing, or if you can't memorize one verse of Scripture, God has called us all
to share the word with every person we meet. We need to show the world the love that you all have felt. The disciples laid such a solid groundwork for us to know all of. If they did it, you can too.
Guys, if we can do this, you can do this too. Anyone can share their faith, and why wouldn't you want to?
Seriously, Jesus was the Son of God who died for your sins.
And my sins. I challenge you now to leave this place.
And go share the gospel.
The stories seem pretty similar this far in. Each generation, just like we are today, was challenged to share the gospel. Let's see how exactly this plays out.
Hey girl, great game earlier. I was wondering, I've got youth group this Sunday night. Want to come with me?
No thanks.
Oh, are you busy?
No, I just don't want to do that church stuff.
Well, why not? This church stuff is kind of cool, so is Jesus.
You might think so, but you can't show me the body of Jesus, and you can't prove that there's a God.
Well, I can prove it from my heart and the Bible.
We're in school. Get that Bible out of my face. That doesn't prove anything anyway.
But it does! These stories are written from men a long time ago who actually knew Jesus.
Come on, you've had dinner with Luke and John last week. They can tell you the things they saw and heard with their own eyes and ears.
But I need to see it. I mean, there's no God. If there was a God, he should smite me down right now for dissing him. Watch this. Smite me, almighty smiter! Still here, no God.
There is a God. You should just come to youth group with me and check it out.
No thanks. I'll stick to the theory of evolution and leave this church junk out of it.
How can I prove it to you?
You can't, so just stop trying.
Hey Nick, how was the temple today?
It was alright, man. It's just getting kind of boring.
Really? Why don't you come to prayer with me sometime? Sometimes these guys who hung out with Jesus a lot stop by and tell us stories. It's really awesome.
Dude, I'm Jewish.
I know you're Buddhist, but haven't you ever wondered what a Christian church is like?
Not really, because you'll just try to convert me.
Not true. Okay, well, maybe for other people, but not for me. I think it'd be awesome if you could just hear about how Jesus loves you.
Jesus doesn't like me. Jesus doesn't even know you.
But he does. In the Bible, we hear all about how much Jesus knows us and cares for us and loves us.
I get enough of that lovey-dovey religion stuff when I take time to do my meditation.
Okay. I'd love to come with you sometime doing whatever it is you do in your religion. Would you ever want to come with me sometime?
No thanks. And you don't have to pretend to want to learn about my religion either.
Man, I'm not pretending. I'm genuinely interested in whatever it is you do for your What is about the Jewish faith that you like, even if you are bored?
I really just want to learn to know about you more. It'd be great if I could someday just have a chance to tell you about Christ's love too.
No thanks. I'm not interested.
I'll just stick with the Buddha, thanks.
Hey man, how was your day?
It's alright. School sucked today.
I'm sorry you had a long day. I'm heading to prayer group. You want to come with me?
Ha, prayer. What are you, Grandma? Will you make me a quote while you're there?
No. I just really like my prayer group.
I know it hasn't been invented yet, but I bet you guys hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
No, we don't. Church is actually kind of cool.
Did you just say church is cool? Man, I have to go to practice. I want you to preach to me.
I'm not. I just wanted to invite you.
Why would I want to go? So I can wake up early on the weekends and have no fun? Yeah, it sounds real awesome.
It's really not that bad. I learned a lot and it's making me become a better person.
Or a more boring one.
Come on, you don't need to make jokes about it.
Oh, but I do. Because it's a joke that you would even want me to come to church. That place is a joke itself.
I'm kind of offended you're making a big joke about it.
Church means a lot to me, and so does the love of Jesus. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Jesus loves me? That's gross.
I hope you have fun at your candlelight. I'm going on a candlelight, and it's going to get rowdy. We're going to have fun, like normal.
Well, it feels like we all need to take a deep breath after that. It looks like our old times and modern times friends might have a word or two they want to share with their spiritual teachers. Let's see what they have to say.
Guys, I seriously need to talk to you.
What's up, man?
I tried doing what you said, sharing my faith with my friends and people I run into. It sucks. It's horrible. Why would you encourage me to do this?
Whoa, slow down. Explain to me what happened.
I tried to talk to my friend about Jesus and the good news and all that stuff, and she just demanded proof.
And then the second time I tried it, I figured it might go a little better, but then he wouldn't give me the time of day since he's Jewish. I wasn't trying to convert him. I just wanted to let him know about the love of Christ.
The third time was awful. All he did was make fun of me the whole time.
He turned it into a huge joke. I don't ever want to share my faith if I'm just going to get shot down.
I'm so sorry to hear it was such a struggle.
But you know what?
God is smiling because of your effort. God is literally grinning from ear to ear because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You did something most adults are afraid to do. You did something most people will die never having done one time in their lives.
It was horrible. I didn't get to do it anymore.
How do you know?
Because I just do.
How do you know?
Because no one believes me. No one will come to church, and no one wants to know Jesus.
How do you know?
I just do.
But you don't. You've planted the seed. You've opened the door. God placed you at those places at those times so you can share your faith.
Think of it this way. You were a tool.
Hey,
In a good way, God was using you as a tool. He used you to do His good works. God spoke through you.
You were scared talking to those people?
Yes. So scared. It was the scariest night ever.
Did you find yourself wondering what to say?
Yeah, I'm new at this whole sharing my faith thing. I wasn't sure I knew what to say. I don't have a lot of experience. But now that you mention it, I was surprised I knew what to say sometimes.
That's because of the whole tool thing. God spoke through you. He used you to reach His children.
You've done your part. Now it's up to God to do the rest.
what do you mean?
God uses us in ways we can't even understand. God uses us in ways we will never even know about. God gives you the right words at the right time. All things work according to God's plan.
You have done what God has asked of you. You have shared your faith, invited your friends, and shared the gospel of Christ.
You have done what God has asked, even though you feel like you got nowhere with those people. You've made a huge difference.
So, what do I do now?
Pray. Continue to pray for those you talk to. Continue to invite them. Continue to live your life out so they look at you and wonder,
How do I live my life like Alec? He's on fire. He's full of life. He's a young guy, but there's something different about him.
they see you, Elizabeth. They want to know what makes your life different. People want to know Jesus because of you.
And if you continue to share your faith, be prepared to get shut down.
Man, remember how many times Jesus got shut down?
Yeah, we just chose not to write about those times as much in case they end up in a big book somewhere.
People hated Jesus. Look at the way he was crucified and beaten and buried. Jesus lost a lot of friends.
But he did it because of God. He did it because he knew it was his only choice.
Only choice?
Yes, as a Christian, as someone who's in love with God, we're called to share our faith.
So, even though I struck out 3 different times, I still did okay?
More than okay. You were wonderful, brilliant. Give you a 10 out of 10. God doesn't call us to get people to church. God calls us to step out and share the good news. That's it.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
So I should keep sharing my faith, even when I get shut down?
Absolutely. You should share your faith every day. We have so much to be thankful for. Getting shot down is the least we can do for what Jesus did for us.
I bet this is way easy back in the day when the disciples were around.
I bet this will get easier someday. I'm jealous of these Christians in the future.
I hope they invent something I can order a pizza on. I wish they'd bring me my pizza instead of me having to walk them out and go pick it up.